flipping through the pages of our diary, a memoir's worth of messages.
So, hey Evan, how's it going?
Hi. Hey, thanks for having me.
Hi. How's the tour been thus far?
It's been really cool. Koji and I have, since before we did the split together, we talked about coming to the UK and Ireland and playing a bunch of shows over here, even before we wrote songs for it. You know, it took longer than we wanted to get over here, but now that we're here, we're having a really, really great time. We're still at the very beginning. We've only done like 3 shows so far, and they've all been in Ireland. So we just got to the UK today, and we just got to the UK today, and we're playing a lot of places that I played over a year ago when I came with Grown Ups, and we're playing a lot of places that Koji played when he was just here with Such Gold. I'm looking forward to going to Scotland and living there, so pretty stoked.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you're touring with Koji. I mean, that must kind of, you know, your friends, that must kind of make being on the road a little easier.
Oh yeah, I mean, Koji and I have known each other since we were, 15, 16 years old, so coming over here with him, it's just, it's perfect, just like our friend Drew is with us too. It's just like 3 friends just hanging out, so made it pretty comfortable.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Speaking of touring, you're going on tour with Frank Turner and Andrew Jackson Jr. in October.
Yeah, I will leave September 20th.
Yeah, how did that come about?
Frank asked me to go. Really that's how it came out. He wanted me to come, and I was honored to be asked to go. So I'm really kind of looking forward to it. I'm kind of scared, honestly. Like
it's a big opportunity.
Yeah, and it's and I've never met those guys, and so it's nerve-wracking thinking about like the size of the crowds we're going to be playing to and stuff. And I'm going from touring all year playing in living rooms to doing something like that. It's pretty exciting, and it's makes me feel anxious, but in a good way. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say he always tends to pick a sport. With fake problems as well. He's still with those guys.
No, we have so many mutual friends, and I think that it can only work for both of us. I think.
Yeah.
I figure we'll get along. I hope.
You say you were leaving on September 28th?
20th.
20th.
Yeah.
So you knew how more you'd be out by then.
What's up?
I've got here that you've got a record coming out on September 27th.
27th. Yeah, it's coming out on my birthday.
Nice.
And I turned 27 years old too, so it's the full circle. And we recorded it this summer, and it came out really great. I'm really proud of it. Looking forward to just showing everybody. I'm trying so hard not to leak it. Like, I want to leak it. I just want everyone to hear it. And I mean, it's taken everything I had to not just show a bunch of people. So,
I mean, for people who've heard your previous stuff, can you talk a little bit about it? What are they going to expect?
It's more of a rock record. Nick, who sings and plays guitar in Castavet, and also drums in Stay Ahead of the Weather, which is my other band, and who also drums on the Koji split, is who helped me write the record. We wrote 12 songs in about 2 months, and recorded all of them. And I would say a good 90% of it was like a full band rock record. And just kind of looking forward to putting a band together and starting to do full band touring in the new year, which I've never done. So I've been doing Into It Over for going on 4 years and never had a full band. So really looking forward to that. I think people will be stoked. I think for a lot of people, I think it's something that they're going to expect. But for me, it was something I had to do to just challenge myself to write an actual record on my own. And then I wanted to take stuff that I'd already done and just refine it and make it a little better. Now that I've established what I think I can do, I can expand from that. Instead of just jumping into something brand new without ever putting out a record.
I was going to say, I mean, do you think the people who've known you, just the acoustic stuff are going to take to like a big rock record?
Well, I mean, the acoustic stuff is only the live show, and I mean, I write songs like that too, but it's difficult because when I write and record the records, I'm really the only person playing on them. So when it comes time to play shows, I have no other option but to just play solo. And but I mean, for the most part, like all the other records have songs that are, if not heavier than what the new record is. So I think no one's going to be taken aback by how loud the record is, really. I think they'll just want to anticipate a band, which is what I'm ready to do. So.
The live show. Oh, right, yeah, he's crazy. Yeah, that's got to be. Come on.
No.
I said that's got to be nice for you. Let's finally have those songs to play them. the way that
they're meant to be played. Yeah. Well, it's also cool. Like, what's cool about the live show also is that it takes on a different life and like gives the songs a little bit of a different feel. So there's like a separation between live and record. So like people have two different things to look forward to. I know like once we do the band, that won't be the last time I go on tour alone, but it'll be nice to be able to have that option and to be able to dictate, like, depending on the tour, if the full band goes or if just I go. You know?
There seems to be quite a few people who started off as, well, not necessarily acoustic acts, but doing it on their own, and they've become bands. And like Frank Turner's got his band now. Austin Lucas has just started having a band.
Yeah.
And Fake Problems as well started. It was just Chris.
I mean, the very early stages was just Chris.
Yeah,
but they've always been the same four dudes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely a really simple and what's the word I'm looking for? It's a very simple and productive way to start, because you're not you don't have to worry about other people. You can just do what you want when you want to do it. It's a really good way to just get stuff off the ground. And now that I've worked really, really hard for the last 2 years to make a name for myself, I think now's the time when I can do a band and it won't be just like eating ramen every day, or like like making like Kraft macaroni and cheese or something, and just being like starving and not having anything to show for it. It's just really hard starting a band from scratch. It's just to like, you're four dudes and you're trying to make a living. It's so tough.
This one's the best spot.
Oh, it's the best spot. It is the best spot. I love it.
It's just got some great footage of like doing that.
Crazy trains going by. Just throw a fishing hook up there and sail away.
Well, that kind of comes into the last question, but there's another question before that one. You mentioned fishing, but before that we mentioned Fake Problems. What are those pictures of you and Chris?
Oh, in the photo booth.
we just literally just saw
them. We were at Asbury Lanes. I was just doing merch and hanging out with my friends in this band called the Swellers.
Yeah.
And I basically took the summer off because it just finished the record. I was mentally worn out. Just wanted to take a break for a little while. So I went on tour with them and just got to hang out. It was Swellers, Fake Problems, and Day Trader. And Chris and I, since we toured together, are really good friends. And he was like, they had this photo booth at Asbury Lanes in New Jersey. Like, we're going in this photo booth. And I was like, all right. And it was just, like a photo booth. It's just you doing random stuff all in 4 frames,
I think we're probably going to use one of those to top this out. Probably be the last one of face
with him wearing my glasses.
But yeah, like you said, you mentioned the fishing hook. It was weird. That ties into the last question.
Is it about everyone everywhere?
No. Basically, we're
in the process
of like trying to put this thing together, and we don't really know. It started off as a joke, and now it's kind of like, is this actually going to happen?
People kind of want to actually do this, but I was speaking to Jeff Rickley from Thursday, and he came up with the idea about a Chuck Reagan fishing show.
It's funny that you bring that up, because I've been talking a lot lately with my girlfriend and a few other friends about how much I want to start fishing.
Yeah.
And I don't know the first fucking thing about it, and I would love to just go out and like learn and figure out how to do it, because it seems like a really relaxing, enjoyable way to spend an afternoon. But I'm down if someone's willing to show me the ropes, because I don't know the first thing about it.
Now the thing is, you've got your new record out. We wonder if you put a percentage of the profits of this new record towards the commission of the Chuck Reagan fishing show.
No,
you could.
I wish I was comfortable enough to.
He could take you under his wing, and you could be his little.
You could be like, you could be the sidekick. Chuck Reagan's sidekick.
Would I have to wear like a bandana and a cape?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. That's a given.
If he wants to take me fishing, I would love to go. That's a message to you, Chuck. Take me fishing. I'd love to just drink a beer and throw a line into the lake. So.
You do realise Chuck doesn't fish like normal people. He just looks in the water and the fish jump.
The fish jump at him. Yeah. He just sticks his hand in and fish just pulls like 10 of them out.
So that is our final daft question.
Great.
Thank you very much.
No, thank you.